Hey, it's Quadix here. Thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. It means a lot to me. The video quality should be going up in the next week or two. I'm starting school soon, so the videos I'm not gonna be uploading as much. So if you want a what if to check out What If Naruto Was an Uchiha by Nemogs. I liked it a lot. I'll try to link it in the description. I'm on part 2. Also, if you are a YouTuber, a what if YouTuber, and you want to collab with me and you're somehow watching this video, comment in the comment section down below. It's collabs are something really cool and very new to me, so if it's new to you, we can start together. That'd be very cool. Yeah, let's get into the story. Hokage's tower. Oh, wait. Get this to 40 likes for the next part. I'm raising the like goal and 40 comments. And if you don't have anything to comment Q. Let's get into it. Hokage's tower. Arriving at the Hokage tower, Naruto went up the stairs, soon coming to a stop at the Hokage's door. Naruto knocked on the door a couple of times before the Hokage's voice came from the other side. Come in. Naruto opened the door and stepped inside. Hiruzen looked up from his paperwork, smiling at seeing Naruto. Naruto-kun, how was your day at the academy? Naruto closed the door behind him before speaking. Gigi, can you teach me some jutsu? Hiruzen pauses in his paperwork, looking confused for a moment before continuing. Aren't they teaching you that in the academy? But Gigi, it's too easy with what they were teaching there. I did everything the sensei asked me to do very easily. I even beat an Uchiha in today's spar, said Naruto, a frown tugging his face. Hiruzen listening to him before he smiled proudly at him. He stood up from his seat and walked up to him, patted him on the head. Well, Naruto-kun, you're quite talented for your age. However, I can't teach you much as it will be unfair to the other students, and as Hokage, I can't show favoritism to anyone. Naruto was upset but nodded in understanding. Seeing that sad look on Naruto's face, Hiruzen felt bad for Naruto. He knew the others in the academy had the backup from their clans and can learn from their parents. Hiruzen walked back to his desk and opened one of his drawers. He took a couple of scrolls and gave them to Naruto. Here, take these scrolls. They have some advanced chakra control exercises and a couple of academy level jutsu in them. It will help you in the future. Naruto's eyes lit up as he took the scrolls with a large grin. Thank you, Gigi. Hiruzen chuckled a little, sitting back down. Well, you can ask me for anything, alright? Naruto nodded and said, okay, I'll see you later, Gigi. I'm going to get some training done. Hiruzen nodded at him with a smile before getting back to his paperwork. Naruto left the office to go to the training ground, excitement coursing all through him. Naruto soon arrived at the training ground near the forest. He always came here to train. Not many people came around there, so he can train here without being disturbed. Coming to a stop at the opening, Naruto decided to open the scroll to see what technique he had to practice. Opening the first scroll, Naruto started to read the 3 techniques written down. Transformation Jutsu, Substitution Jutsu, Fire Style, Fireball Jutsu. Both E rank and 1 C rank. Not bad. He started reading the description of the jutsus, trying to fully understand them. The first one was the Transformation Jutsu. Transformation Jutsu. This jutsu allows the user to transform themselves this jutsu allows the user to transform either themselves or another object into the appearance of another person, animal, or object. This is one of the basic jutsu taught at the academy. Fundamentally, all ninjas know this jutsu. The transformation technique requires constant emission of chakra while mentally maintaining the form. The hand seals required for this are dog, boar, ram. Substitution jutsu. With this technique, the user replaces their own body with another object, generally with a log. The moment an attack is about to land, this creates an optic illusion, making the enemy think that the attack was successful. From this, the user can use the lapse in the enemy's attention to attack or flee from the battlefield. Explosive tags can be attached to the replacement for an added surprise. Despite it being a basic ninjutsu taught at the academy, it is seen as useful art that can be applied in a variety of situations as it allows for a swift getaway from danger. This technique even allows a restrained shinobi to escape capture. Fire style fireball jutsu is a technique where chakra is converted into a fire from the inside and expelled from the mouth, either as a massive sphere or as a continuous flame. The released flames will engulf their target and are capable of leaving a crater in the ground's surface with enough force. The scope of this attack can be altered by controlling the volume of chakra that is mustered. The required hand seals for the jutsu are tiger or snake, ram, monkey, boar, horse, tiger. Finish with the first scroll. Naruto then opened the second scroll. In the scroll were the techniques on how to better control your chakra. First one was leaf balancing. He had already learned this technique when he first started his ninja training 2 years ago. The second one was the tree walking exercise without the use of hands, by concentrating chakra at your feet and moving up. The third one was the water walking exercise. It was similar to the tree walking exercise, but the more advanced version of it. Naruto decided to first start with the chakra control exercise. As it said in the scroll, the better you control is, the better your success rate of your jutsu is without you wasting unnecessarily chakra. With that, he started his training for the first day. That's where chapter 1 ends. By the way, those of you who asked, this is a what if. This is a fanfic, and the fanfic title is Naruto Uzumaki, the Greatest Prodigy, and it is by Namikaze7777. It should be on fanfiction.net if you want to go check it out. This is a really short story, so I'll go to the next chapter. Time skip 6 months later. It's been 6 months since Naruto started the academy. He had improved a lot in the past 6 months. He had mastered some of the basic jutsu with the third Hokage. He had mastered some of the basic jutsu which the third Hokage had given him months ago. His only problem was that he was not able to properly control his chakra. He had completed all the chakra control exercises in the scroll, but still he was not able to properly control his chakra and perform Bunshin no Jutsu. I choked on air. What is with me and freaking choking on stuff? Oh my god. No. Forget. I'm just gonna move on. The third Hokage told him it would be difficult to perform a basic Bunshin because of his large chakra capacity. Such a large amount of chakra can't be controlled all at once, and the basic clone jutsu required very little chakra to be formed. He had not yet learned anything new in the academy. They were still going on with shinobi history and chakra introduction theories. He was still pretty advanced from his classmates. All of his teachers were very impressed with seeing his progress, though some more afraid or disgusted than others. Some of the nice ones were even calling him a genius in the shinobi arts. Today he was in the training ground near the forest, practicing a new taijutsu style. A month ago, the Hokage had shown him a new taijutsu style called the hummingbird, to which he perfectly adapted to because of his speed and reflexes. Naruto was quite surprised when the Hokage told him that the hummingbird taijutsu style was created and used by the fourth Hokage. While he was elastic to be able to learn his idol's taijutsu style, he was also confused, wondering why the Hokage would teach him the personal taijutsu style of the fourth Hokage. He soon just brushed it off, though, saving the questions for a later date as he got into learning the taijutsu style. The style suited his growing body quite well. He hadn't mastered it yet, but he was still quite talented at it. Of course, he still messed up every now and then. That was just the way of learning. Naruto stopped his training, standing straight, and observed the area around him, looking for a presence of another person. He had a feeling that someone was watching him for some time now. He just couldn't find the person. "Come out now, I know you're here," Naruto said calmly while folding his arms. "I'm up here," a calm voice came, a calm, quiet voice. Naruto looked up in the direction the voice came from, only to see a boy around 12 or 13 of age, smiling and waving down at him. "Who are you, and why are you spying on me?" Naruto asked them, eyes slightly narrowed. "My name is Uchiha Itachi," said the boy. Now known as Itachi, Naruto observed the boy. Itachi had onyx eyes under which were long, pronounced lines, most likely from stress. Damn. Oh, that's tough. He had jet black hair that was pulled back in a ponytail, reaching mid-back. His center parted bangs framing his face perfectly. He was wearing a black shirt, seeing an Uchiha symbol on the back when he moved. He wore grayish black pants with a weapon pouch strapped to his thigh with bandages around his ankles, wearing black sandals. "You didn't answer my question, Itachi-san," Naruto said with a little frown on his face. Itachi smiled slightly before speaking, his voice still soft. "I'm not spying on you. I'm come to train here sometimes." Naruto looked him over for lies before nodding, turning around to start his shuriken and kunai practice, forgetting about Itachi. Itachi watched Naruto as he threw 4 kunai with both hands at the target and hitting the bullseye on all at them. "You know, it's very rude to ignore a person standing beside you. You haven't even introduced yourself yet," Itachi said from the side. He knew who the boy was. Every adult knew who he was. He just decided to be a little formal as this was their first time meeting each other. Naruto paused before turning around and blinking a couple times, confused. He then laughed a little nervously, rubbing the back of his neck before saying, "Sorry, I forgot. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. Nice to meet you, Itachi-san." Itachi smiled at his reaction as it kind of reminded him of his little brother. "It's nice to meet you too, Naruto-kun. But would you mind telling me why you're here? You should be at the academy at the time of the day. I am sure Hokage-sama will not be happy if he found out you were skipping your classes." Naruto got a little embarrassed at that. He was caught. He had started skipping class about a month ago. Around the same time, he got the hummingbird taijutsu to focus on his training outside the academy. He knew that if the old man Hokage found out about his action, he could get in serious trouble. He looked at Itachi, still embarrassed from being caught, and asked, "You're not gonna tell him, right?" Itachi chuckled lightly at his question. "It's alright, Naruto-kun, but would you mind telling me why you're skipping your classes?" he asked again. Naruto sighed in relief, shoulders slumping slightly before answering Itachi. "Well, they don't teach anything important in there. All they're teaching is chakra introduction and history lessons. Stuff I already know. It's boring." "I can see that you are very talented for your age. I understand," Itachi said, looking at all the kunai and shuriken scattered around the training field. Looking back at Naruto, Itachi asked, "Where did you learn to do this?" Naruto smiled at him, pride shining in his eyes. "Hokage Gigi helped me out from time to time." Itachi nodded, not at all surprised at his relationship with their Hokage, saying, "Would you mind if I train with you, Naruto-kun?" Naruto's eyes lit up slightly as he shook his head, happily replying back to Itachi's question. "Of course not, Itachi-san. You can train here with me anytime." Itachi nodded in appreciation, and soon they both started their training. Itachi took out 8 kunai, holding 4 in both hands. Naruto looked at Itachi, curious about what he was going to do. Itachi jumped high in the air and launched all 8 at the same time, before he quickly summoned 2 more kunai in his left hand, throwing both the kunai in the direction of the other 2 kunai that were going off target. Hitting both kunai, he deflected them and changed the direction in midair. Because of this, it makes him hit all the targets, even the 2 blind spot targets. Alright, right as the last kunai hit, he landed on the ground, barely wrestling up the dirt. Naruto, on the other hand, was wide-eyed at seeing Itachi's skill in the kunai jutsu. He had never seen anything like that. Still shocked, he asked, That was so cool. How did you do that? Itachi turned around and looked at Naruto, slightly hidden amusement in his eyes as he watched Naruto's reaction. He decided to take pity on the boy and answered him, "Well, the kunai jutsu is one of my specialties." "Can you teach me how to do that, Itachi-san?" asked Naruto, excitement coating his voice thickly. "I can teach you, Naruto-kun. You just have to keep practicing and improve your aiming," Itachi said as he relaxes his stance. Standing up straight again, he gives a small smile to Naruto before his face relaxes. Naruto nodded at him, still very excited. He always did love learning new things. Itachi then showed him how to hold the kunai in both of his hands, telling Naruto to give it a try, which he did moments later. Naruto tried to do what Itachi did, but it came back as a failure. He tried a few more times, but he couldn't hit the kunai in midair to change their direction. He was starting to get a little frustrated by his failure. Itachi, seeing this, shook his head and spoke up. "You will get it in time, Naruto-kun. You just have to keep practicing it. Mainly your aim, as that seems to be your main problem." Naruto sighed and nodded at Itachi. He knew that Itachi was right, but he was a little disappointed that he couldn't do it after so many tries. He didn't start it again, now determined to fully learn the move. After some more trying, Naruto slowly started to improve, bit by bit. He was not able to hit the kunai in midair on some tries, changes its direction, but was still unable to hit the target as he wouldn't hit them the right way. Itachi, who was observing Naruto from the side, was quite impressed with Naruto's progress. It kind of reminded him of himself. Though seeing that Naruto was starting to get tired, he interrupted him before trying to do it again. "I think that is enough for today, Naruto-kun. You should rest now." Naruto freezes before relaxing and nodding to Itachi, agreeing with him as he was starting to slow down. Once he put his kunai back in his holster, he walked up to Itachi and sat down on the log next to him, resting up a bit. Itachi, too, sat down next to Naruto, quietly speaking to him. "You did well for today. I didn't expect for you to improve this much." Naruto smiled at the compliment before responding. "Thank you, Itachi-san, for teaching me your kunai technique to me. It is alright, Naruto-kun. I'm glad to see you getting the hang of it so quickly." Itachi was quite happy that he finally met Naruto. He really wanted to meet the boy for a long time now. He was first curious about him as the adults always spoke badly of him. His curiosity soon turned into warmth once he finally met him. He got the little brother feel from Naruto. Itachi also knew Naruto's parents were his mother. Mikato was best friends with Naruto's parents, Kushina Uzumaki and Minato Namikaze, the 4th Hokage. He himself was quite close to Naruto's parents before they passed. Kushina was his godmother. He spent a lot of time with her, loving her company. He could still remember when Kushina told him that he was going to be a big brother. Flashback. 6 years ago, flashback. A 6-year-old Itachi was walking out of the hospital, hand in hand with his mother, Mikado, and his grandmother and his godmother, Kushina. He was looking at Kushina, wondering why they all came here. Looking at Kushina, who was walking ahead of them, Itachi asked, Kushina, are you sick?" Kushina laughed loudly as she turned around with a big smile on her face. Looking at Itachi, No, Itachi-kun, I'm perfectly fine. I'm gonna end it there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. 40 likes for the next part, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.
And today